Hey Epro 360 students, I'm here with Jonas today.
Hi there.
And we are in a coffee shop. I have made this little box. We're going to go through 9 tips for international students in order to help prepare for the SAT. So,
And I just ordered a coffee, so if we get interrupted, that is because of the coffee.
yeah,
of the coffee
we might
shop.
have some background noise and
Right.
nothing to worry about. We're fine. All
Yeah,
right.
so I think I'm gonna start drawing. Thanks for preparing those beautiful. I actually have no idea what's in here now. So get familiar with the directions ahead of time.
Ooh.
Directions in the SAT. Actually, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so I think they would want students to know what's ahead, what's coming, and what they're expected to do for the SAT. And there's a lot of practice tests online, but knowing the directions for each questions, what type of questions you're going to have, will better help you prepare for what's to come. So
Great,
that's
thanks.
it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
Yeah?
take the
Okay,
next one.
my turn. Okay, review your mistakes. Okay, review your mistakes. What do you think?
So one of the things is, I know there's this amazing free online school out there, and we can post a link. It's called Khan Academy, but they can only grade you in terms of your multiple choice questions like math, but it's really handy to have a tutor ready to review your writing skills. Like as of now, we're recording this in 2019. I don't think there's a good artificial intelligence out there that could scan your written essay and then point your mistakes out to you. So you may have somebody that actually reviews your mistakes in person or in a Skype call and then gives you like person-to-person feedback.
Yeah,
I guess
that's really valuable
important.
feedback.
Otherwise, you don't know where you stand in terms of your writing
Right,
skills.
I agree. Okay, next. See. All right. Know whether you need to take the essay or to complete the essay portion. So I guess that's important in knowing if the college or university requires the essay portion or not, and to know that ahead of time so you can prepare and also register for that part of the SAT.
And I have a question, and maybe you could verify. We as Epro always recommend to take the essay as a standard procedure. Is it because the majority of colleges just require it, or when do people not have to take it? Okay. Oh, we can cut it there.
We can cut it, okay.
Right.
Turn it off. Or keep going.
No, keep going.
Let's
I'm
keep
able to do it. So let me draw the next one. Know where the closest SAT test center is. I guess that's I would say in general, all around the world, me being from Germany, you being from the US, I'd say the major big cities offer it.
Okay, practice, practice, practice.
Right.
Obviously that speaks for itself. Practice, is going to help you in the long run. I think that's important for any type of test preparation you're going to be required to do.
And again, that can be for the essay section with your tutor that gives you personal feedback, or the Khan Academy. And I think additionally to this, that's how I did it. I ordered this thick booklets on Amazon for SAT prep, and you can just go ahead and have a more real atmosphere, meaning use your pen, your hand, and a piece of paper versus your laptop, because that's where the SAT is actually taken. There's no, like the usual thing, I took it in 2010, is still for people to have it on paper, right?
Right, I took mine on paper as well. So.
All right. Let's go for the next one. Know the important dates. Right.
Yeah.
So obviously, I think I would say there's 3 major dates. One, if you go from the main test date that happens, then, well, you need to know that, right? You need to know when you show up, you need to know the time.
Important.
But having that in mind, there is a late registration, which you can still register about like 2 weeks prior, but you have to pay an extra fee. So we always advise people to register, or we do it, at least 1 month before, and I think it varies. Sometimes it's like 6 weeks before, because that's when you only pay the actual test fee without any late registration fee. So that's that's important when it comes to the dates.
Yeah, and as you said, typically Epro will help you register for those tests, but if you had a date in mind or you were already studying prior to getting in contact with us, let us know and we'll try to find a good date that fits your schedule.
Right, just make sure you don't find out about the SAT and think you could just show up 2 days before.
That's not going to work.
Plan for it.
My turn?
Right.
Okay. Read every day. So, yeah, this one I think is important, because if you read different things in English, and then when you have to do the reading part on the test, it's going to help you in that way. So reading a bit of English every day I think will help just get your mind used to seeing English words, vocabulary,
And I think,
articles. Yeah.
I think it would also help you to eliminate your fear or anxiety you may have, because some people think they need to know a lot about, know about topics, but I think really the SAT texts are all written that way when they're about animals or technology, whatever.
Right.
You will understand the content that they try to
Very
elaborate.
general topics, and it will be elaborated on. Yeah, I agree.
I think we have two left. Second to last is. No, I think this is it. Boost your TOEFL score. So how does the TOEFL relate to the SAT?
So I would say the TOEFL relates to the SAT basically from the English practice or the English, how would I word that, requirement?
Right.
Yeah. So the better your TOEFL score is, the better your, or not the better your SAT will be, but the easier time you're going to have.
True.
Because the TOEFL just focuses on your English language abilities. So having a good grasp on that will help you with the SAT as well, because the SAT is in English. So
yeah, thanks. That helps, and it did help me before because I had to take both. I think you never had to take the TOEFL as an American.
No.
How about you read out the last one?
Okay. Know which questions to guess on. So that may sound kind of contradictory, but believe it or not, there will be, because the test is timed. If there is a question you've spent too long on it, it's best to just guess on it. Obviously use your best educated guess, but I think in order to save time, move along from those questions that just take you, 3 minutes. That shouldn't be one question, right? At least is my belief. What do you think?
So I guess to summarize what you're saying is that don't stress for perfection.
Right. Yeah.
If there's questions that you feel like you can't answer, maybe it's just one of those questions that you shouldn't be spending a lot of time on, but just strategically move on to the next question.
Right, exactly.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.